chills, chills.
I freaking love that song so much. That intro, oh my God. Hey, everyone. How y'all doing tonight? We are back. We are back.
Yay!
Full crew, full house, full Shield Maiden glory. Here
Yeah.
we are, y'all.
And there is a tempest in us.
Yes, there is a tempest in us.
Yeah.
And we need that meat and we need it raw. Give it to me raw.
My God.
I can't.
Oh my gosh.
I just went,
Oh my gosh.
so Disa really is your beard, isn't she?
Okay. You know what? If they just took decent doing and fake Almond and just did it like a sitcom, because that table joke, I was crying.
Oh my
That was
gosh.
the best thing ever.
That
That
was
was the
actually
highlight of the series.
probably the best part of the show so far.
True.
Yeah. Oh my
Give me
gosh.
the meat and give it to me raw. Like you want his meat, don't you? Oh, we see you. Oh my God. Okay. Let's get back on track. What track? What the hell? There is no track. There is no track. We've got Darth Arlena. Thing to the board. Hello, Darth Arlena. How are you tonight?
Hello there. How is everyone? I am well. Just really bored.
Okay. And we've got Louise Sparrow. Hello, Louise. How are you
Good
doing?
evening. I'm good.
And y'all, we got back with us once again. Yay! Our
Hello.
starry-eyed girl. Welcome back, Star.
No, thank you for having me back.
Of course, you're a
Yay.
Shield Maiden. You gotta be here.
Because you've driven me to drink. I had to have a vodka and coke while I was watching it.
Ooh. Wait, was it us or was it what you had to watch?
No, it was what I had to watch. Oh,
Yeah.
I feel your pain.
Sounds about right.
Oh yeah, Chris. Yep.
Yes.
The Harvots are back
they're
in this
amazing.
latest episode in full stupid glory. So we'll get into
Oh
that.
my God.
Alina, you're gonna break out into song.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm so triggered over that damn song.
That song was so terrible. And I'm sitting
Wow.
at work because I had to close up today. So it was me and the new guy that I'm training, right? And I'm sitting here watching the beginning of this travesty, and she breaks in a song, and he's like, "What the hell are you watching?" And I'm like, you don't want to know. He's like, "No, I do want to know. What the hell is that?" And I told him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, not interested in that one at all."
But it was the Indiana Jones map. That nobody knows what that play. You could have put anything on there. The bog of eternal stench and some footprints. Nobody cares unless they've read the book, and then you've made it all wrong anyway. And then when she said those who wander are not lost, I was like,
girl,
you've stolen them lyrics.
She says those who wonder and wander are. I'm like, those. Okay, let's break this up, y'all. Those who wonder are not lost.
Yeah.
What? Why did you stick wonder? Fuck off! I'm yelling at the screen. Fuck all the way off with that nonsense. You can't even quote Tolkien right, and it's right there in front of you, and you misquote him. I was so annoyed. All right, let's greet the chat. Let's greet the chat. Then we'll get started.
Now, because it's not up here, but I did peek earlier when you said you had set up the stream because I wanted to see the thumbnail. So I peeked and I saw that Chris Perza looked left and then looked right, and he saw no sensei, so he claimed first.
Okay, all right. So Chris, you were first. Okay, we see you here. Wait, I'm not on StreamYard.
Well done, Chris.
There we go. We'll highlight Sissy with her. So hello to Chris, Rich of Riches, Master Wrench, and hello Squeaka. She's Squeaky Seconds. And y'all, I'm looking on
Squeaka.
I'm looking on YouTube. So if I don't highlight you, it's because I can't go back and forth. I need to, I just got to get my shit set up. But anyway, then we have Jester of Sin, the great bearded one. Thank
Yay,
you for
hi,
joining us
Chester.
tonight. Let's see. And Joker Voice. Hey, Mr. J. Good to see you. He says hey to everyone. We have Gun Bunny. We love you,
Gun Bunny.
I'm
Oh,
glad
lovely
you're
Gun
here.
Bunny.
Let's see who else we have. We got Louise. Hey, Louise. She's
Hey, Louise.
Hi, I'm glad we've got Louise.
I am too. We've got Daryl, the derelict. I think he said something later on about how he had to go do his car, but he was here for us.
Oh, I hope he's not doing his car.
Fixing it. Oh shit! The chat. Hang on. The chat really jumped on me. Let me scroll up, see if I can. Okay. Then me spouting stuff in the chat. Okay, whatever. Let's.
Hi, Arwen.
Hey y'all, we got Starry. Hello, Hiram.
Hi,
Yes.
Starry.
Hello.
There. Okay, hang on. I think I found him. Let me scroll back up. Now I'm back at StreamYards again. I know we're really professional around here. Hang on. Where is he? 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 I saw it. Oh my God, I lost it again. Hang on, y'all. Hang on. I'm looking for it. Talk amongst yourselves. Where the hell did you go, Sensei? I saw Sensei said he was first.
Oh, well. It's the last one. He said, I'm not here, but somehow first.
Okay. All right. So Sensei's here. Project Story Time. Good to see you. And let's see. Now I'm back. There he is. Yes, always. Always in our hearts. You are first. Hey, Phil. Phil.
What's up, Phil?
Hi. How are you doing? All right. Now I'm back on streamers. I could scroll down. And yes, Psycho Dwarf 9. It is only funny if you're
if you're drunk.
Yeah.
That's right. Where we're going, we don't need no stinking rails. And I think that's everybody. I just want to make sure.
No, you missed much.
Anastasia Morgan, hello. Welcome tonight.
Hello. Welcome.
Good to see you.
Welcome.
All right. And I saw Brightest Day. Hey, Zach.
Hey.
Welcome to our bullshittery. Glad you're here. And I think, and Massage Melody. Hello. Some who wander aren't lost. They're just looking for coffee.
Hold on. Did you just say Massage Melody?
No, Isage.
It did sound a bit like massage.
Did I say massage?
It sounded like you said massage. I thought it was a
Massage Melody. Welcome to the channel.
That's gonna stick now.
Oh my God. Yes, we have bullshittery tonight, y'all. We have bullshittery. Snortopoopus.
My favorite polar bear.
Yes. Good to see you tonight, too. And RD. Rogue Attraction. Hey, RD. And I am scrolling. Good to see you here tonight.
I think you got one more.
Lovely Sherry. Nice to see you.
Hello, Sherry.
All right, y'all. If I miss anyone, I apologize. I think that's everyone.
Well, there's BC, the new Dark Shadow.
Oh, yes. Hello there. Hello, BC. Good to see you. Oh, my God. We're all just gathered tonight to talk about Reigns of Power.
Reign, episode 4 and 5, because we missed last week.
And I won't lie. I had to go back and I had to reread about episode 4 because I was genuinely so damn bored. I was like, I couldn't remember it. And I didn't take notes. And I remember talking about it on Loki's, but I just didn't remember it. And I'm like, okay, something about babies and a vision and Galadriel being insufferable as always, and a king in a tower, and something about, Theo skulking around looking like he's in a video game, stealth mode. Got to go here so the orcs won't see you. Then you got to go there. Then you'll level up. And ocean, cool ocean, whatever. Meeting the bad guy and going and delivering a message. That's about all I remember.
The
I'll sum it up.
I like the bad guy, Adar.
Okay. Okay.
Because he was actually interesting.
All right, fair enough.
He's one of the actors from Game of Thrones, I think. He looks familiar.
Okay, you know who else is from Game of Thrones? Now, I have not confirmed this, so I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Y'all remember those when Bran and the old man in the tree are having those visions and he's seeing his dad as a young kid and his uncle, and then we see Hodor when he could talk, and then it flashes to when Ned Stark is a young man and he's riding up with the group to get back his sister.
Hmm.
Ned Stark is a young man, not as a little boy, but as a young man. I think is Elrond.
It's Elrond. Yes.
Okay.
Right. Yes.
I'm like, so the guy's not a bad actor, and that swoopy hair is all freaking costume design. That is all costume design, which may be even more irritating.
Oh, it sure is. Robert R. Mayo.
I've been rewatching Game of Thrones, and when that scene came on and I saw that face, I'm like, wait a minute.
There are some good actors. The man who plays Durin, but the old one, the old king, he's a famous actor as well. Like, I'm like, what are you doing in here?
They're being wasted the way they're directed. They're being horribly wasted because
he went to Juilliard, so he got some acting chops.
Adar is Benji.
That's it. Yes, he was yes. I knew I recognized him. Thank you.
Okay, Benji, you got it. Yep.
But I was like, he cares about his soldiers. Cares more than Galadriel did about hers. I'm like, I'm with the orcs. So
oh my god. Okay, we're not in episode 5 yet. Let's continue with episode 4.
Okay.
All right. Episode 4 starts where the queen, what's her name? Muriel.
We'll just call her Muriel because that's easy for me to remember because I used to watch what's the name of that cartoon one? with the dog
Howard the Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Courage the Cowardly Dog. Muriel.
All right.
Muriel.
But we'll have to roll Muriel. We'll have to roll her R because they freaking roll every R in the show. So Muriel, she's standing there and she's got, there's like 5 women in Numenor that are in this vision and they all have the babies, or 10 women. I don't know. I don't care. But there's women and babies. And she's holding a baby and she's giving them a blessing, a Numenorian blessing. Yeah. And then the tree dies and shit happens. And then this big flood comes in and basically destroys Numenor. That's her vision. That's her dream, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, oh, I've got to talk to, the elf. Because everyone hates elves in this show. Elves are like the victimized race. Are elves.
Well, they're taking their jobs. I mean,
Yeah, they are. Next thing you know, they're going to be gathered on a plane and shipped off to Martha's Vineyard.
It's not.
We're gonna send them to Martha's Vineyard.
Sorry. Anyway, so she brings in Galadriel. This is, I've even read a synopsis and I still can't remember it. She brings in Galadriel. Galadriel pops off as a smarmy bitch to her, as always. And Galadriel gets basically thrown in a cell because she's freaking insufferable. She is, of the Valar, and yet she has no grace. She has no discretion. She has no, this may be a human queen, but it is a queen. No, she's just basically like, yeah, I'm Galadriel and you're shit, and you got to do what I got to do, and I'm not going to be just, oh my God, throw her, lock away the key. Okay, throw her in the cell and lock away the key.
Let her rot down there.
What the hell? Does she escape? What happens after that? Honest to God, I don't remember how the hell she gets
she beats all of the guys up.
Oh, that's right, the guards. The 4-armed Numenorian guards.
Numenor.
She beats them up and locks them in the cell and gets the key.
So some of them actually just walk in. Them ones in the background.
Yeah. And they're like, "Hey, what's going on in here?" Oh, got my ass kicked
we're
by a
like,
chick. What the
we're
hell?
not getting involved in that. We'll just go in quietly.
What's happening in the cell? And there's like a party. Okay, we'll just sashay on in there. Oops, we got bested by an elf. Yeah, okay, so there she gets free. Then she busts through a freaking window in a tower. Okay, she climbs this tower somehow. She's Spidey Galadriel now. She climbs the tower, busts in the window, glass shatters everywhere. Not a cut on her, not a scratch, nothing.
No.
And she finds the queen with her father, who is ill. He's very ill. He's kind of, what is he? He's like kind of senile and he's ill and elf friend and all this. And then they have this, come to Jesus moment over the dying body of her dad, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And, Muriel is furious. I would be too. I'd be like, bitch, are you paying for that window?
Right?
What the hell are you doing?
My dad's already sick and dying. Now you just let breeze on through. And now he's going to get cold and die sooner.
You are hell on our decor, Galadriel.
I love how she appeals to the inner Mary Sue within her. She's like, I know what it's like to always be right and be a woman.
Yeah, because we women are never wrong and we never make poor decisions, do we? Like busting in a window on a tower. Oh my God. So anyway, long story short, she convinces,
No, hold on before you get there.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, y'all want to jump in.
The whole thing is she goes in there, I want to speak to the king. Oh, crap. He's pretty much dead in bed. And now you just opened up the window, so he's really going to die now.
Right. T-shirt. Hey, T-shirt. Welcome. The voice says, Galadriel with full carrot. I need to speak to your man.
Yeah. I need to speak to the king. I'm here to speak to the king. But this is the thing, too. How does she know that was the tower that he was in? Wasn't there a whole bunch of different towers?
It's a towered city, so
she's never wrong. She's not.
It's her spidey senses, or was she using the force? The force is strong with this one.
I think she just read the script.
She read the script. Oh, Louise.
Exactly. Yes, T-shirt. Galadriel.
Oh my God.
So it turns out that Muriel has a planeteer. Okay. Mm-hmm. And these women go, and it's like water cooler talk over this planeteer. Yeah. It's not a dangerous object at all, but we're just going to stand here and look into it and yak about it for a while.
Yeah, and it's the same dialogue when Galadriel says, you have not seen what I've seen. Muriel is, you have not touched this Palantir. I have touched Palantir. You have not touched this Palantir.
You have not touched this Palantir. Hey, Apollo. Apollo and Simmy, how are you tonight?
Hey, y'all.
So it's the battle of the boobs across this planeteer, whatever the fuck. See, I'm just so verklempt I can't even think what the hell it is. But they're just like, I do this and you do that, and I haven't seen this, and you haven't seen that, blah 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 blah. I'm like, who cares?
It's like who can out bitch the other.
Yeah.
So it turns out that this was an actual vision that Muriel got once Galadriel arrived. Mm-hmm. So Galadriel's the fly in the Numenorian ointment and needs to go, which she's okay with that because she's basically like, I'm the only one who suffered. I'm the only one who has pain. You fuckers are idiots if you don't listen to me. There is war. I'm going to go find him with or without your help. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And Queen especially, fuck you. That's Galadriel, basically.
Yeah.
In this episode.
And they're all like, you.
Yeah. And finally, they're all like, okay, we'll listen. Yay!
Well, listen, because some petals have fallen.
Yes, the petals have fallen off of the tree, and so we're gonna listen to
Any
the
other
elf.
normal person, that'd be autumn or fall, but no, it's
Right?
Galadriel's right.
Yep, Galadriel's right. She
Oh,
makes the
no.
petal falls.
The
And
leaves are falling. Oh.
T-shirt says, "Ladies, I think even Amazon has realized they fucked up with Galadriel." You notice they are walking back all the comments and saying she's still young and impetuous. She's going to grow from this.
It's
Isn't
damage
she already
control.
centuries years old at this point?
Yes.
Yep.
Mhm.
And Sensei says they wanted to have the Gandalf calling Denethor a steward moment without understanding why that moment worked. He was putting Denethor in his place with the rightful king by his side. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Exactly.
There's a lot of
Steward.
that all across the board. All of these scenes. It's
Mhm.
like they've watched a fantasy series and thought, we'll have one of those, one of those,
Yeah.
one of those, but they don't realize how they fit together.
Yeah.
And I will say, watching these 2 episodes, I think it dawned on me why this isn't Tolkien. Besides the fact that it's a mishmash of who knows what. But in Tolkien's world, everybody has their own issues, but they also have honor and they also acknowledge, and all eventually they come together, and in all of the races recognize a common good and a common goal, the survival of those races. And they
Mhm.
put aside their bullshit, they put aside their personal gripes, they put aside their personal problems and their personal quest for revenge, and they come together to uphold this ideology of there is good in this world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for.
Mhm.
This show does not do that. Everyone is selfish. Everyone wants to do their own thing. Everyone has their own desires and their own needs. And if you don't acknowledge somebody else's desires and needs, well, you're wrong. That's why this is not Tolkien.
Well, they're not grown up. They look like grown ups. They're all supposed to be thousands of years old or hundreds of years old,
Yeah.
and they just act like kids. Like when I can't remember, was it episode 3 when Elendil said to Galadriel that Arise reminded him of his daughter who doesn't exist, but like, no, they shouldn't, because she's thousands of years. She shouldn't, resemble any kind of child.
Right. Right.
Yep.
And of course, like I said, the elves are all oppressed. And I mean, they laid that out for moment 1 when we saw, little Galadriel with her origami boat and the asshole kid flaming it. Right there, that set the tone that nobody likes the elves. It's like, why the hell do you have to have an entire race be oppressed? I get it. I get why they're saying that. But again, let's take it out of our reality and let's look at what Tolkien is trying to do. Sure, the dwarves and the elves didn't like each other. They had bad blood.
Mhm.
But it was two-sided. It was both of them contributing to this conflict. And ultimately, they rose above their asses and they got it resolved, as is life.
Mhm.
We're not
I never
seeing
thought I'd die beside an elf.
Mhm.
Well, how about
Mhm.
dying beside a friend?
a friend. I love that line.
That is a great line.
I
Well-
love that line.
Well, it was a perfect arc for them both.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was.
And it's a friendship that is born out of mutual respect from going through trials, putting their own bullshittery aside and coming together for a bigger purpose, a greater purpose. And the love that is forged from that is real and it's genuine. And and I'm not sitting there, I know some people might, and that's fine. But I never once read or watched Gimli and Legolas and been like, yeah, I know what's going on behind behind that tent. I know what's going on beneath that sleeping bag.
Mhm.
Like I
Yeah.
am Durin and freaking Elrond with the whole give me the
Mhm.
meat and give it to me raw. What?
There's a whole section of fanfic there, though, isn't there?
Oh, it's so
You know it.
bizarre. Yeah.
It really is.
So anyway, where the hell's my phone? I got it. Okay, let me pull this back.
See, I didn't think about that mostly because I thought that Orlando Bloom's Legolas is just so freaking drool worthy.
Yeah, my daughter has to watch it.
He
I was
looks
always
so good.
a Haldir girl because I thought Haldir had the most testosterone of all those damn elves until I saw Thranduil, and then I was like, oh my god, rockstar on
No,
the throne.
it was always Aragon for me, which is why I'm getting really annoyed at this discount Aragon. It's so trying to
Yes!
make it look like him.
Oh my God. Okay. I thought I was the only one that looked and was like, are they trying to make him look like Aragon? What are they trying?
Yeah.
Oh my god, y'all! I just lost 2 pieces of wood now. I got
Oh
two
my
wood
gosh.
out of my chair just collapsed.
Oh my
Both
God.
of them are out. The front legs. All right. I guess I'm fine. I'm fine.
You need a new table. We can get you one for the dwarves.
No, she needs a new chair. That's what she needs.
Well, I want to know what. Okay, I knew the one leg was wobbly, but now the other leg is
Oh,
gone.
yeah.
I'm like, y'all, I need a new chair.
Yeah, you need a new chair.
Do need a new.
At this point, don't even worry with the wood glue.
No, my ass is sitting on the floor. Hang on, let me move. Talk amongst yourselves. The sound you're hearing is the chair moving back. I'm putting the cushion on the floor.
What are your opinions on Isildur?
Oh my god.
Weak
Okay.
and whiny.
Yes.
Which one is that? I don't even know.
Isildur is Elendil's son, who's supposed to, he's Isildur.
Yeah, the sailor who's not a sailor,
Um,
another little selfish shit who just wants to do his own thing.
Oh!
No regard for his friends.
Oh,
him.
that one.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, we're not
Now
talking
this one
about
I have
episode 5 yet, so
Okay.
he's a pussy.
Well, he's a pussy in 4 too.
Yeah.
Isn't that the episode where he gets them banned? Where he gets them kicked
Yeah.
off?
He purposefully does something wrong and gets into a fight and shit, and it's just
Yeah, and his best friends get blamed for it, and that was like their lifelong dream to be sailors and to be part of the fleet and be in the Navy and blah blah blah. And the ocean is a cruel mistress and we want her kind of thing.
But the
That
ocean,
was their dream.
the ocean is always right. That is the dumbest. That is the dumbest shit I have ever heard in my life.
The ocean is always right.
The ocean is always right. I'm waiting for the goofy laugh to come after it. The ocean is always right. That's what I think of every time I hear it. I'm waiting for Goofy.
Oh my god. All right. Well, let's see. I'm trying to look here.
Is it episode 4 that has that stupid chase with the orcs where they just stand in the middle of the field?
Yes.
Arrows.
That's how it ended. With Homegirl and Cool Ocean Breeze or whatever running away from the orcs.
Oh my god, and that's where Theo, little asshole Theo, I'm sorry, he's a pain in the ass.
No,
all of these people
Don't
are
need to
pains in the
apologize.
ass.
I don't really. There's nobody I care about.
No, he's
No.
annoying as all get out. But where he's running through and the orcs are after him, and then Cool Ocean finds him and turns around and he catches that arrow that the orcs lob their way right in his hands with one boom, and then knocks it and lobs it back. I'm like, okay,
Please.
I'm done. Hey, Kitty Bear. Hello, welcome tonight.
Hello.
Oh,
All of those beats in that chase scene were predictable. Like it set it up so that you knew what was going to happen next if you've ever watched anything else.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, you got to highlight Chris.
This one?
Yeah.
Citizen 1. You had relations with my wife, but you're both citizen 2. But the ocean is always
right.
And Sensei says Isildur was the pinnacle of Numenorian warriors, the best and the most noble of them. Can't you see that? Twerp? Yeah, I can't.
Oh, absolutely.
Hashtag blame Loki.
Yes.
And yes, Elrond and Doran. Bow chicka bow wow. It's their prawn music.
Oh
I
Oh my.
So,
Uh,
all right. And then let me see, where the hell were we? Okay. And then, we it's discovered now that the dwarves have discovered mithril.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm.
And, was this the episode with the children's nursery rhyme?
Yes,
Where Elrond's
that
sitting
was
there.
conveniently the password.
Why are they hiding the children? They had
I don't
masks on the
know.
week before, and then they're singing off screen like it's a
You're
big mystery
right.
what they look like.
They are
We've
hiding
already
the
seen
children.
them. We know. We know.
So yeah, we find out about the mithril,
But
and
because
then
they look like Elrond.
oh my God, maybe Durin. Yes, Elrond's getting close to Durin just so he can shout chicka wow wow with Disa. I see it clearly now. That's why Disa's always like, "Ooh, Elrond, come in here, honey child."
Well, she was showing that bit of leg, weren't she? I'm just
She
saying.
was.
She really was. Oh
That
boy,
gown
was
was a
she.
little lower in that episode, wasn't it? When Elrond was around, just a little cleavage right there. Who knows?
Now, I will say that through all of these episodes, and we're up to episode 4 right this second, I still think those two characters are the best of all.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm enjoying them.
That's the only part that I'm kind of enjoying, if you can say that, is
Yeah.
the two
Those
dwarves.
scenes are very stage actory as opposed to epic film. It feels very staged to me. But yes, they're still the most likable.
They are.
I agree. It does.
There
All of
are
it does
only
feel
two
very
that have got
staged.
genuine chemistry, I think.
Loki says Elrond is the damn Desus jelly roll. Hi, Loki. Yeah. I'll never go into a dwarf mining shaft. It would give me a headache hitting all those beams. Kitty Bear said. All right. So there's talk of some dads. I don't care. Let's see. Okay, we come to Adar, aka Benjen Stark. And he comes into focus. We still don't know who the hell he is. We see he's an elf. He's scarred. Why? Was it Sauron? Was it Morgoth? Who the hell knows? Okay, but he's being set up for right now to be the big bad of this area, not the overall big bad. He is, because he talks about, you need to come and give your allegiance to him. I believe it's in this episode, the episode 5. But so he is not the big bad, but he is like the big bad lieutenant. Yeah. He's the lieutenant. He's the one in charge of the elves. Orcs. Oh my God, they're all blah, 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 blah. Although the orcs look better in some ways than the elves, at least costume wise. I think I can't deal with the short
orcs
hair.
look pretty good, actually.
They do. Hey, Adega.
Yeah. Hey, Adega.
So, and then of course, he gave the message he gives a message to Cool Ocean that says basically go back to the people of the South and tell them come and they gotta bow down to the big bad or we're gonna basically mow them over.
It was really kind of him to give him back his bow and a full quiver of arrows as well, wasn't it?
Oh, that was so nice.
I know. I thought I was like, wow, it's a sensitive bad guy, a sensitive lieutenant.
Because we have to relate to him.
Yeah, I guess we do. Because he is one of the most interesting characters so far. But anyway, blah 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 blah. Okay, next episode 5. That's pretty much sums up episode 4, which I was like yawn snooze.
The only other thing I wrote down for that is how many times they did a sort of cliffhanger bit and subverted what the ending was of it. It's like, this person's going to die, flip to somewhere else. Oh, no, they didn't die. But by the time they've done it like 4 times throughout the episode, you're like, I don't believe you.
Yeah, I agree. It's like,
yep.
All right. So this episode, I admit.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Before you go any further, that's what I was thinking too. Project Storytime. Yep. Now let me not tell my orcs to try to kill you on your way to deliver the message that I gave you to deliver.
But to be fair, Josh, they weren't trying to kill him. They were trying to kill the bratty kids. So,
And I'll give you a secret. I don't know that I wouldn't have not caught that arrow and just gently moved out of the way and let it whiz past me and thunk right into Theo's chest. I'm sorry, that kid.
Don't care for Theo.
Pain in the ass.
You tripped. Keep running. Keep running.
Keep running.
And how far away were they from the watchtower? Because Bronwyn magically just finds them in the dark.
Yeah, Bronwyn's got it going on, doesn't she? She's got she can see in the dark, and now she's gonna be, when she comes to deliver this message. Okay, in this episode, Cool Ocean is like, here is the dilemma. They'll leave you alone if you surrender. And she's like, not happening. And she goes up on that dais thing. And why the hell did she say, I'm not the king you wanted? Instead of just getting up there and going, my fellow countrymen, here's the dilemma. Let's get together, put our heads together. What do? She's up there. I may not be the king you ordered, but by God, we need to fight. Yeah. Waving those pom-poms. And I'm like, what the hell? Now you're a politician?
She has to foreshadow Halbrand coming back.
I guess she does. I guess now she's prophetic.
Well, I mean, it's like they could have borrowed from Shakespeare for that one. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears.
Or at the very least, the St. Crispin's Day speech from Henry V.
Right? Something.
I know I'm not the king. I was like, fuck off. I heard
now is the winter of our discontent.
So I wanted to actually like this episode. I did. I wanted. Oh yeah, and the last one there was no hobbits, no Harfoots.
That was a plus.
It was.
It was.
Little less Galadriel as well in that last one.
Yeah, that was really good too.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
So that episode gets a 3 out of 10.
All right, y'all want to rate it? All right, Arlena gives it a 3. Louise, what do you think that episode was?
Well, I'd given the previous ones 3, so I'd actually given that one a 4. But it had a lot worse things in it. But overall, it was less boring.
Because there was no Galadriel. And no Harfoot.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I gave the last one. Did I give it a 2 or a 3?
I think we gave it a 2.
I think I'd be the same as Louise. I'll say a 4 because I did like Adore. And I really like it when Halbrand just gives Galadriel a good dressing down. It just like when she first gets put in prison, he just laughs at her. I'm not really.
Shit, I don't know what I don't remember what I gave it on Loki's. I really don't. And to be honest, like I said, I found it pretty slow and boring. But I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 2. I think. I know the Harfoots are annoying. They're annoying.
Snooze fast.
They're annoying, but at least I like, Gandalf, not Gandalf, even though he's basically, Nori's Poppy's pet at this point, and all he does is think one and think two. I think I gave it a 2. I think I haven't rated any of them very highly. But I don't remember. I might have rated it higher or lower. I just don't remember. I don't know. That's how much I like. God, no. But this episode, I admit, I found myself wanting to like it.
Yeah.
I did, because some of the imagery was really beautiful, until every time I thought, all right, as a standalone, maybe it's okay. Then I remembered, this is Tolkien. And then they throw something out like fucking Poppy's song all those who wonder or wander
Oh
are not
my
lost.
God.
And I'm like, you can't. You got the quote right there in black and white. You can't even freaking quote it correctly. It just, I'm just like, yeah.
And yet that wasn't the worst thing in this.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It
It was just the
wasn't.
thing that irritated the shit out of me. Oh, and what's this? Nobody gets left behind. Where the hell are the other Harfoots?
I
It seems
know.
like they were left behind.
We would just take
Yeah.
their wheels and leave them behind.
Well, I figured out who Sauron is, and it's not Halbrand. It's that Harfoot woman.
Yeah.
The
That's who
busybody
Sauron
one.
is.
He's like, basically hobble them and let's leave them to the wolves. That one.
Yep.
Yeah.
What a biddy. I'm like, you little bitch. It's a
And they go
biddy.
back, when they're in that swamp and they go past that abandoned carriage, I'm like, yeah, that was her work as well.
Yeah. And did y'all see the little insects? I was like, oh, is this like a homage to Midgewater Swamp? Are they supposed to be
It
midges?
was.
And then I had to think back of the, like I said, the Indiana Jones map where they,
Yes.
and they also
move. The distance they covered. that should have taken them years.
I know, right? And they're talking about going over hills and going, in with the
It's
rocks.
not,
and
it's not Middle Earth teleport.
Oh, wait. The trees aren't supposed to look like this. It must be the tall guy that we're bringing along with us.
All right, and
Oh my God.
I got to say one thing about that. Okay, when the wolves, who in my opinion would have made better wargs than Bambino Chihuahua warg,
Yeah.
although these wolves didn't
True.
look like wolves, they looked like boars that had morphed into dogs.
Mhm.
But okay, whatever. When they come and they basically they're attacking the hobbits or the Harfoots, whatever the hell they are, and it's thing one, thing two, and busybody Biddy. They're chasing them, and they're coming up on them. Well, not Gandalf comes out, and he slams the ground. Rough ground, bad. Gandalf smash. He smashes the ground, and they go flying. And he pound. And instead of turning around like pack animals will do and circling and attacking anyway, they all snap at each other and skeeter off. Okay. Well, Gandalf now has a boo-boo. He got a boo-boo on his arm because he pounded the ground. So, thing one thinks he's a big kitten. And she's like, oh, I got to go treat him because he's my big kitten. And he's over there, playing in the water. And she's like, hey, I got some salad for you. Let's put it on your boo-boo. Well, he's like doing magic. And it starts turning his arm frosty and icy. Well, she does the smart thing that anybody would do. And she touches it.
Oh, yeah, because wouldn't any of us do that?
I would. Oh, poor little kitty paw. Let me touch it. And know I'm going to get bitten or clawed. Well, then, the magic goes and it takes power and it slams her on the ground. Now she's afraid of him. And she gets up and runs
away. Run away.
Her arm
And
should
I'm
have
like,
shattered.
Yeah. And his
Did you notice she didn't even clean her fingernails? She just had ice on it. She still had a mucky hand.
But she's touching his boo-boo. Because what is this? What's this? What's this? And she's like, no.
This ice I can't explain. The words he says are vain.
Yep.
It's hurting my brain.
She's like, oh God. And she looks at him and then she runs off. And, it harkens back to the speech, the conversation they had about peril. And he's like, am I peril? Because he killed some fireflies. And she's like, no, you're not peril. You good. He's like, I'm good. Yeah, you good.
Just
And
like,
it kind
he just suddenly understands what good means.
I'm just like, okay, can we make them any more stupid? Can we make the Harfoots any more stupid?
I would got these false flags of, oh, maybe he's bad, maybe it is Sauron. Like, he's not Sauron. Adar is not Sauron.
Yeah, no.
The Gandalf, not Gandalf, is not Sauron. We all know Sauron.
You shall not pass as Lord of the Rings. afraid of not of him, but because her hand became clean.
Oh, what is this? Oh, my hand. All of a sudden, there's no dirt on it. Oh!
T-shirt, they are gross.
Yeah, they're pretty gross.
I was telling Arlena, I was tempted to be on camera tonight as Nori, and I was looking out at my yard today, and I've got all these, big grasses and all. I'm in Georgia, it's the woods. I was gonna just grab all this shit and just stick them in my hair, rub dirt all over.
You should. We'll do that. We'll do that for the last episode.
Okay. But then I was like, God, I would just have to dip myself in, bathing salts to get clean.
Oh, my master is here.
Bye, Sensei. Have a good one.
Oh, bye, Josh.
Good night, love.
Hello.
Did
Hello,
anybody
my
see
master.
that article by the Irish Times absolutely slating?
No, I didn't.
Basically, they're offended by all the half-foots because remember the producer of The Rings of Power said they wanted the show to reflect what the world looks like today. So the Irish Times have gone, well, that's insulting to Irish people. You've made us look like dirty, hungry idiots.
Right? Yep.
Like the dwarves are all Scottish and they're all brash and loud and just drink and stereotypes and
Yeah.
and the
Yorks are
Southlands
from London, right? I mean,
yeah,
Who's
and
from
it's
London?
just
Orcs.
the Southlanders. Like,
Oh, God.
and they were just and apparently and it's really got Amazon scared and the writers actually had a they apologised to the paper and like, oh, we never thought that. Please don't think we'd ever think that. We love Ireland. Like that's just the equivalent of going, I've got a gay friend or I've got a black
Pretty much.
And they said, oh, you don't infer it because it's only a fantasy. I'm like, well, hang on a minute. I thought you said it was supposed to reflect the real world. And I was just like, backpedal.
See, that is the problem when you take a fantasy show like this, or really any fictional story, particularly one that's been beloved for since the 30s. Isn't that when it was published? I don't know. Maybe getting The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings conflicted, but anyway, it's old, y'all. This this story's been around for a long ass time. Longer than a lot of us have been alive.
Well, The Hobbit was 1937.
1937. Okay. So, he wrote this during a time when there wasn't internet, there wasn't distractions. This came purely out of the imagination of his own mind. And he wanted to create a mythology, in particular, one, what is it? Not Celtic mythology. Oh my God. I can't think of the name of it. Well, basically an English mythology, because at the time, there were witches and fairies, but there wasn't a grand mythology surrounding England's history. And he wanted that.
I think there might have been once, but the trouble is we've been invaded that many times. It's all got destroyed.
Good point.
Yeah. The only thing that there was is, aside from Beowulf, which we had Beowulf and we had King Arthur, but King Arthur's technically Welsh.
Yeah, and I'm thinking of all the Celtic goddesses, Arianu, Bronwyn. I'm thinking of not Bronwyn. See, God, it's seeping into my mind. Bloodwed. I'm thinking of all of these, that come out of Avalon, basically, that come out of Glastonbury, that surrounds that area. The Tor and the ancient Isle of Avalon. And again, we're talking Merlin, Arthur, all that. And he wanted something directly that, languages, histories, peoples, everything from that region. So he was very specific, and this all came from his mind. And when you try and take something like that and apply it to 2022 politics, particularly, let's face it, American politics at that, which is horrifying to try and apply American freaking politics to Tolkien.
It doesn't work.
It
It
makes
just
my brain
doesn't
want to
work.
short out. It's just what? Oh my God. Okay. But yeah. Anyway, that's it just breaks my brain so much I don't even know where the hell I was going with it. I don't. I've
Yeah.
lost my talk
And
on, ladies.
it's so smart. You know, you can see it. They actually took pride in this. Like, aren't we amazing? Putting all this subtle allegory in.
Oh, here's a question for you, Starry. Do you have ways the South Bronx to be dressed as shell shoot? That say that 3 times fast. Shell suits like a scouser. And a Saj says
It's
sounds
not
like a
far. I
wild
can
night.
see that. I'm coming up. I don't know if I can do the accent properly, Louise, but it'd be kind of like, hey, calm down, Sauron. Calm down.
Liverpudlian accents. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah,
to condense this episode, because we have a few left. Galadriel is still fucking insufferable.
Oh my
Her
God.
and who is he? Discount Aragorn. They have what you think is going to be, a really good heart-to-heart talk. And when he's telling her what he's been through, and then he's like, why are you doing this? What is lighting your fire? Or who did you lose? Hey, that's my brother. And she said she smarts off something like, is that enough for you? Or she pops off at him, and I'm like, bitch, can I just smack you a couple of times upside the head to give you some damn humility?
Please.
You're not the only one who is hurt. Y'all have heard me say many times, just because what I've gone through may not be the same thing as what somebody else has gone through, or vice versa, but we could still relate, because pain is pain. Everybody hurts, regardless if we have a shared experience. We all understand pain. And she's trying to guilt him into going, and basically is like, I fought for centuries. I've done this for centuries, and I keep doing it, and it hasn't helped my pain at all. But you need to do this too. And I'm like,
that is what pissed me off. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Arwen. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
But
Jump in.
when she was taught, when that was the conversation, that just, I'm like, oh my God, you have got to be fucking kidding me. Because she's like, my men abandoned me, and they what's the word? They took over, mutinied me, and I'm like, I watched the first episode. That's not what happened.
No.
So are you all of a sudden a liar? Or, oh, I get it. This is what happened from your point of view.
True, Paulina.
From your point of view. So this is your, how they say that, this is your truth, because that's not what I saw happen in that first episode.
Not at all.
They didn't mutiny against her. They didn't force her out. They didn't force her to go back to the freaking island and push her out and all that stuff. Right. That was her home. They were going home.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And they didn't mutiny. They were just like, we should probably go back, because there's nothing here. And we can't continue to do this forever. They want us to come back. We need to go back.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, that is mutiny. And
I mean,
because you're being called back.
They did turn on her, but clearly, after fighting with them for years, she didn't have their loyalty. She was a terrible, terrible commander. She didn't care about them. She was perfectly prepared to see them all die.
Yeah.
And she couldn't understand why they'd had enough.
It was her revenge story. It had nothing to do with her soldiers, and they knew that.
No, nothing to do with them. And that makes her a bad leader. She disobeys direct orders from the people above her that told her, come back. She disobeyed direct orders. She continued to go on without the support or even supporting her troops and listening to what they said. Okay, when you're in the military, the first mission, the first thing that you have to look for is mission accomplishment.
Mhm.
Number two thing is troop welfare. But I was always told my entire Marine Corps career that they are interchangeable. You have to have mission accomplishment, but if you don't have troop welfare, you will not get mission accomplishment.
Well, that's common sense to everybody else.
Well, and why would she need them anyway? I mean, they all stood around like dumbasses with fingers up their butt when there was a snow troll, and Galadriel basically downed it in a minute with flair and fashion and style. So why would she need them anyway? God. It's like, and yet you're accusing them of mutiny. Fuck off with that.
Yeah.
I love how she's only known him for 2 days, but she knows exactly what he needs.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm like,
the trouble with that setup is that he genuinely seemed to want to stay there and start a new life. So if he is Sauron and he goes back to being evil, it's all her fault.
Yeah. And I'm sorry. Oh, go ahead, Arwen.
Don't forget, she said that Elrond lied to her. Yeah, that pissed me off. All
yeah.
Right, yeah. And had sent her off to Valinor. Coming in, since when was going to heaven a bad thing, considering she's clearly not well?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it made no sense. It makes no fucking sense.
No.
And then, what made it even worse is, Arwen, you know this, and I think, Louise, I said something backstage. I needed a palate cleanser over the weekend. I watched all 3 of the Lord of the Rings movies. And they are so, so good. Oh, my gosh. I forgot how good they were. I've watched 1 and 2 numerous times. I don't usually watch 3 because I always cry like a little bitch. And and the first thing that I remember from watching it this weekend is the scene with the cave troll. Yes. It took all of them working together, attacking it over and over and over again. I mean, that scene was at least 5 minutes, if not longer, with them trying to kill this daggone cave troll. But Galadriel kills it with just within a few seconds.
Yeah.
And by herself. And I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, she's an elf, but Legolas was an elf too?
Yeah.
And
you had seasoned warriors, you had a wizard, you had a dwarf, and even the hobbits. Man, Sam he was wailing with
they were on the
pan.
Back of it, but they were one of I always called them twins because I could never remember. Merry and Pippin, yeah.
Merry and Pippin.
One of them was on the bed. They both jumped on its back and were wailing on it, and then one of them got thrown off, and the other one was still back there wailing on it. It took all
and Frodo, the freaking ring bearer, would have been killed had it not been for that mithril chain.
Yeah.
This piece that he was wearing.
Yeah.
So they all got pretty beat up. Boromir was a huge guy. He was like a warrior's warrior.
Mm-hmm.
And even he got beat up. They all got beat up by a cave troll. So
all got their asses handed to them.
She took on a snow troll without even breaking a nail. Because we Galadriel.
I'm going to raise the bullshit flag on that one.
Yeah. Hey, old gamer, 72 Cutlass. Tukey Elrond is annoying. Yeah, Sam had a frying pan. Freaking legend. I agree. Samwise Gamgee, legend.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Anyway, so okay, they're getting together this fleet, and it gets burned. So now they're down to 3 little dinky ships, and
can we just talk about how stupid that scene was?
Oh, yeah, I was getting ready to say that. Can we talk about how he's trying to stow away?
Yes, I forgot about that. Yes.
Oh boy, finds him, and he's already getting ready to set the ship on fire. He's like, "Were you getting ready to set the ship on fire?" No, I wasn't getting ready to set the ship on fire. I just thought I would bust a few of these oil barrels open to see what happened.
Oh.
And he's like, it was so predictable because he's like, give me the lantern. No, I'm not
he's
going to
like,
give you
"I
the
don't- what
lantern.
could possibly happen here?"
We're fighting over the lantern. We know what's going to happen. It's going to fall on the floor and the ship is going to explode.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
when they get back to land, they pull him up and he's like, oh, I saved his life. He was on a fishing boat. Why the fuck did you just lie?
I don't-
If you would have said, I was trying to stow away, okay? And this dude came up there and he was going to blow up the ship. So I tried to stop him. And while we were fighting, the thing caught on fire and it ended up exploding.
Because that
But-
might have earned his dad's respect, you know. Say, tell him what to do.
Oh, we can't have that. We can't have anybody earning any parental figures respect. Not in this show.
No, God, no.
Oh. So, yeah.
I just don't understand that. Why not just tell him, hey, dude was trying to set it on fire. We got in a tuffle and, you know, he got knocked out. And I figure instead of leaving him there, I'd bring him back. And because, you know, saving a life is saving a life. It was the right thing to do. Do you really think your dad is going to say, what? You were trying to stow away? Well, with these writers, probably. But
Probably.
but
Yeah, probably.
instead of saying it, in my mind, if it was well written, his dad would have been like, okay, shame on you for doing that, but good job for trying to stop him. And I'm glad you were there so that we could put him under arrest and find out the root cause of why he did what he did.
But no, we're not going to go there. I don't understand it. I just
don't either.
None of this makes any sense.
It doesn't.
I've watched a few videos of people, you know, reviewing it, and Az did a really good one where he was saying that the plan, like as a military battle plan, just doesn't work because there's 300 soldiers. That's all they could spare for some reason.
right.
But they don't know how many orcs are going to be there on the other side. It's like
Right.
that would never happen.
Yeah, no, you know why they picked 300? They were like, that sounds familiar. Let's use that number.
Yeah,
I think
let's grift off of that IP.
Spartans used 300.
Yeah.
That sounds like a nice round number.
So these aren't.
God. Yes.
Just really terrible volunteers, and like, where's the Numenorian army?
Yeah, at least the Spartans took 300 of their finest fighters.
Yeah, I have to expect it to hear, Numenorians, what is your profession? Oh.
Right?
Like, we haven't got one because the elves have taken our jobs.
This is Numenor.
Numenor.
Wait, you gotta roll.
I'm sorry.
Numenor.
Numenor.
Roll them R's, damn it, roll them R's.
Oh,
Y'all, just there was, you know, the whole Galadriel where she's training quote unquote the cadets. That was
Oh
like,
my
fuck
God.
It's a
off.
dance sequence.
what's it
It was.
And how I'm so sick of them making her out to be such. Now, Galadriel in The Lord of the Rings is an epic character. She
Mhm.
is fucking fantastic. This is not her when she was younger.
No.
It's
This
not.
is not her when she was younger. There's
It's
no
not.
grace about her. Oh, the word Arwen, I told you already. But the word I was looking for a few weeks ago was frumpy. She's frumpy.
She is frumpy. She is. And
so
she does
frumpy.
not have the gift of insight, and she has always had, even as a child, she has always had the gift of insight, which is what helped give her, you know, wisdom to grow, and that wisdom kept accumulating, and it kept, you know, it just there's zero evidence of insight and wisdom for Galadriel. She is a petulant, insufferable child who is bent only on her own pain and her own revenge. That is all I see.
You know what? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it, Arwen.
Okay, go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
She's a cunt. She's a cunt.
She is.
I can't stand her.
She really is. And it's got nothing to do with, the actress herself, because frankly, she's a working actress. She's hired to do a job. She is doing what they are directing her to do.
To be like that.
Yeah. It is totally solely the fault of the director and the producers that want
And
her
the
to be
writers.
and the writers. Yeah.
And the writers, because they give these actors nothing to work with. I mean, look at Elrond. We know that he was a Juilliard trained actor.
Yeah.
And he is so bad.
All he does is grimace and stroke his chin. Have you noticed? Like, what?
There is no Celeborn. Yeah, there is no Celeborn. Which with no Celeborn, there will, what the hell? There will be no Arwen. It just won't happen because, Celeborn and Galadriel have a child. That child marries Elrond. Elrond and her have Elrond and the twins. So it's kind of important Celeborn comes around at some point, but he's not there now.
Yeah.
So anyway, I guess the last thing we'll talk about is
okay. Before we move on to the last scene,
go ahead.
There was one part that I really thoroughly enjoyed.
Okay.
When he told old boy, okay, you can hit me 2 times, 2 times, and he knocks the shit out of him.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I was like, do it again, don't stop, hit him again.
Yeah. I'm with you.
And what kind of a weak ass punch did you deliver when you wailed? You went way back to punch him, and then you knocked him down, but he gets right back up. Come on, you're a weak ass bitch. You knock somebody down like that, they should not be getting up that quickly.
Yeah. I told someone the other day, I don't remember who it was, but I was like, look, if you're going to watch it fine, but don't get your Tolkien from Rings of Power, because it's not. The whole story about now they're conflating that Mithril and the Silmarillions are the same.
That. As soon as they did that with the Balrog on the tree, I'm like, what the hell is this?
No. No. He never says. He just says the Silmarillions were created by Feanor out of a precious substance. But Mithril was being mined in Moria and parts Numenor. Mm-hmm. So, no. Mithril does not contain the light of the Valar. It doesn't, y'all. Sorry.
No.
Now, I will give it one interesting thing. They did touch on the diminishing of the elves. Elves are immortal, but they will diminish. They do draw a lot of their not life force, but their immortality, if you will, surrounded by the light of the Valar. That's why starlight is precious to them. You've got Arwen with the Evenstar. That's why it was so monumental that she actually gifted that to Aragorn, because she is the Evenstar. So there is talk of elves diminishing, and that's why Galadriel says, I will diminish and go into the west. They do eventually diminish. Arwen, after Aragorn died, she went back to Lothlorien. No one was there, and she roamed around for years, and then finally lay down and died because she chose mortality. So they will diminish. I did think that was interesting, but fuck off with it being connected to a tree, and they need Mithril because that was the light of the Valar, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. So basically, what they've done with the Mithril is turn it into what you call it from Avatar.
Yes. The mother tree. Yes, exactly. That is exactly it.
And we need to get a whole lot of it so we can build this big, huge thing and flood all the elves with the light. How stupid does that sound?
I was just like, y'all, you have it. You have it all right there. But you are not working with what you have. Yeah, exactly. That it was, they didn't even say, they could have even said his name. They could have thrown him in there somewhere, but they didn't. Just an elf and a Balrog, and, the lightning struck the tree, and it got good and evil, and went down into the trenches, and now it's Mithril, and we need it, motherfuckers. So we're sending you, Elrond, to go get this Mithril because it's ours. Yeah. Okay.
So Celebrimborn isn't building a forge; he's building a massive lighthouse then to shine this light
Yeah.
over all the elves.
Yes, pretty
Mhm.
much. So you've got and the whole thing with the table. Okay, y'all, there was one point when they're sitting dinner and Durin picked up that wine. I half expected that line from The Hobbit, where which one is it? Shit, I can't remember which dwarf it was that goes up when Gandalf asks for wine and he brings it back. And he's like, "Oh, here's your wine, Gandalf. It's got a fruity bouquet." I expected that pinky to go up and him to say, "Oh, it's got a fruity bouquet." I did it when he didn't. I just died. I was like, that would have been perfect. If you're going to steal a line, steal a funny line. But
Yep.
they didn't go there. And then they're walking back, and Elrond is confessing his sins basically to Durin, saying, "Well, this is what they want it for." Blah blah blah. Or no. First he's like, well, how would you feel if I don't want to break an oath to you? Blah blah blah. And then Durin's like, "Give me the meat and give it to me raw." I was like, "Oh my god, I cannot."
Oh my
God.
That beautiful Tolkien dialogue.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw. Yeah, Elrond, you didn't come to my wedding. You didn't come to see me wee bairns born. Give me the meat now and give it to me raw, boy. I'm like, oh
I was annoyed at that point though, because apparently Elrond doesn't understand what an oath is.
I don't
No, he doesn't.
What it means to keep one. Because it was really obvious what he was saying the first time to oh god, whatever the elf king's name is.
Gil-galad.
Gil-galad, thank you. So it was really obvious. So he was either being really dense or he got it, but he was trying to allow Elrond to work his way around to it. And then he just goes and gives the bit to Celebrimbor. So, like, that apparently he doesn't think he's breaking his oath by doing.
Not at all.
Well, and the thing that got me too is there was part of the dialogue, and I think it was between those two. And he says something like, the dialogue is so bad, I don't even remember. It was either those two or Galadriel and somebody talking, and it was asked, why do you fight, or something about why are you fighting, or something like that, and the answer was, because I fight. It was so fucking stupid. I don't even remember what the line is. I hope I'm jogging somebody's memory with this. Because it was so fucking dumb.
We fight. Oh my god.
It was just the dumbest. Okay, this is gonna bother me now. I gotta look it up.
One line like that after another, though.
Oh,
it's like defining
so
a word by using the word in a sentence.
One of my favourite bits of dialogue was when Halbrand's in the forge and that man says, "Southlander, you've got visitors," and then he goes to visit the visitors. I don't think you know what that word means. It means summoned. I'm just like stupid practice. But the fact that got through in the script, that's just so bad.
The whole thing.
It was so bad.
I wanted to enjoy this episode because, like I said, some of the scenery was beautiful. I actually liked when Muriel was on her horse. I loved her armor. I don't know how practical it was, but it was pretty. It looked like they at least paid some attention to detail. Mm-hmm. So there were some shots that were nice, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty. But then I've got to listen to the dialogue, and I've got to deal with insufferable, stupid characters. That just makes you roll your eyes so hard it cracks the back of your skull on some of the shit that they try and pull.
So desperate to make the Watchtower like Helm's Deep, but the problem is we don't know these people.
No, we don't.
Care about them.
We don't. And then you got the dumbass who doesn't even know who the hell he's surrendering to. I surrender to you, Sauron. And the guy's like, no. Oh, you're not Sauron? Well, I'll surrender to you then.
is so bad.
It's just, it is. So, all right, y'all, in a nutshell, Arlena, we'll start with you. What do you rate this episode?
A 2, another 2. It's just so bad. It was so boring. It's just, and especially after having the palate cleanser this weekend with watching all 3 movies, it made me realize even more how bad this series really is.
Yes. Okay. All right, Louise, what do you rate it?
So I've gone back down to a 3, and that's mostly for Durin.
Okay, fair. He was.
I mean,
Durin,
okay,
he was
it's not
entertaining,
right,
but-
and it shouldn't be there, but you have to like him.
Yeah, I do. I agree. I do. All right, Starry. Give it to us with both barrels. What do you rate it?
I'm gonna give this a 1 because I just think it's so stupid. It's boring. Nothing makes any sense. I said the only thing I like, same as what you've been saying, like it's just doing. And it's got nothing to do with talking. I mean, doesn't he talk about going for a shit at one point on the table? Did you catch that?
Oh my God.
Yes, with the table. I loved that part. You're right. You're right.
I did laugh at the table.
Yeah.
But it's not the bit. There's just the stuff with the mithril and what they're doing with the elves and the immortality. They're just just making things overcomplicated, and they don't need to.
Yeah.
It's like just write some good characters so we can care what happens. Because at this point, I'm just like, just kill them all.
Yeah.
Let the elves win.
I agree.
It's still wrong, but yeah, obviously the lads really you just cannot root for. We're all rooting for Halbrand. Let's be honest.
I agree. I agree. All right, y'all. I was gonna give this a 1 because I was just so like over the stupidity of these characters. I won't lie. Until I agree, the table was good. You know, the fruity bouquet look that he had on his face, that was great. But the line that won me was the "Give me the meat and give it to me raw." I laughed. I threw my head back and I laughed so loud and so hard I freaked out my cats. I was like, I fucking love you. That is the most awful line, but oh my God, I
in
needed
5
that laugh.
episodes, that's the only thing that you'll remember.
It is. I was like, I love it, and I half expected Elrond to go, "I can't quit you," and shuck off his robes, and then just Jimmy right there, the Malorn leaves. I was like, yeah. Oh my God, wait. Okay. T-shirt says, check my Twitter DMs. I found an actual in real life Harfoot. All right, let me look, honey. Hang on a minute.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Hang on. Let me see if I can share this. Share screen. All right, here we go. Oh shit, my battery went out again. Hang on. Can y'all see that?
Oh my gosh.
I only shower every 10 days, and I don't care if you think I stink.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
But she needs some dirt and twigs and shit sticking out of her hair. But yep, that's an actual. I bet her feet are furry too. Thank you, T-shirt. Thank you.
That is so bad. Oh my gosh.
God, I'm dead. All right, y'all. Well, you heard it here. This stream was a little longer than we intended it to go, but we did have 2 episodes to hit. Does anybody, before we get out of here, anybody have anything they want to talk about, plug, advertise, grift, anything?
Sugar and Spice on Wednesday. Tomorrow, VacTube.
All right, sounds good. Louise, how about you? Anything you want to talk about or promote or?
No, just this next week, I guess.
All right. Starry, what about you?
If we can survive it.
Oh, the good thing is there's only 3 episodes left.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, there is a God, and He is merciful.
Yes.
Nice.
I'll be on Type 40 on Thursday, and it's going to be really interesting because it's a Ask Us Anything stream. I obviously got to keep it clean, but
Yes, of course. Of course.
yeah. So that's always an interesting one. Very fun because we're having a break before the big one, before Jodie comes back for her last one.
Oh, nice.
We've got
All
to ready ourselves for that. So
Gird your loins.
that was a good practice.
All right. Anything else?
That's all I can
that's
think
it.
of.
All right.
Hold on. This was it. It was between Galadriel and oh boy, not Aragon.
Oh,
When
that's what you were talking about? Okay.
yeah, it says then when she was saying her brother, and he was like, "Oh, it's all about vengeance for you then," and she was like, "No, it's not," and he was like, then why? Hold on, because I got at least you could do to tell me is why, and why do you keep fighting? And she says, "Because I cannot stop."
Yes. Yes.
That is
Because I
such a
cannot stop.
stupid line. What the fuck? I knew I would find it before we got done.
So that was enough to convince him.
Yep.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh
Well,
my god!
y'all, thanks everyone so much for being here. Just keep on plugging. Keep on. We can make it together. We can do it. Misery loves company. And remember, y'all, there is good in this world, and it is freaking worth fighting for. And that's what we're doing.
Yes.
Have a good one, y'all. Have a good night.
Thank you, Miss Frodo.
Bye.
Bye.